What is going on, guys? We're back with another video in our Chicago Bears franchise. It is week 6. We're coming off of the weirdest video I've ever made. The furiousness of the levels were very high. If this is your first impression of me, the English may have already thrown you off, but that is my way of being funny, which is really just disappointment, honestly. Nash Adcock with a 3-touchdown, 4-pick performance. Of course, we ended up winning the game. We came back. We did what we needed to do. I can't remember if the fumble was actually a turnover, but boy, was I wouldn't say mad, but I was pretty pissed. So, same difference, I suppose. I was disappointed. William Jackson, of course, our opponent last week, he intercepted us twice, and it wasn't that we made necessarily the worst decisions. I just think we caught some very unlucky breaks. Could Trent Brown be back already? Could that be a thing? How long has he gone again? 4 more weeks. I don't know if we can handle. Maybe that's why we've been struggling so much is the offensive line. We've got a kind of rough center and then like one of the worst starting left tackles in the league probably. If not the worst. I don't know who that guy is, but who is that guy actually? Hello, Crawford. Don't need you, sorry. So we ended up trading Curtis Samuel and Moss for David Andrews, who is 29 years of age. Not a guy that's going to last super long. However, he's a decent overall, and we're going to put him at left tackle. I know he just really doesn't fit us that. Let's actually take a look at our guards. Because let's be honest, Mark Andrews might be a starter after Trent Brown returns. Cody Ford, Cameron Ford, he's not really a none of these guys are really tackles. You need that like 6'5", 320, 310, 320. But David Andrews doesn't fit as that, but he is by far the best choice we have. Unless you want to move someone else out of position anyways. So that's what we're going to do. David Andrews is an 83 overall left tackle. Our offensive line is back in decent shape. And obviously once Trent Brown comes back, we'll be even better on the offensive line than we were previously. We still haven't signed Cohen because he doesn't want to sign a 1-year deal, which is pretty damn smart in his book. Well, my book as well. But my book wants us to get him back, and I just ruined Kevin King's. Nice. I ruined his scheme fit, and he didn't even get a good upgrade out of it. Andres Manning, I believe the last time he got an upgrade, ended up with a speed. So can we do that again, please? We cannot, unfortunately. Making him as a hybrid, I'm not exactly sure why I'm doing that, but maybe he can play corner if he somehow gets that speed up to like 90. But that's not the case yet. Of course, this is the team we're going into. I was going to say Seattle, but we're not going into Seattle. We're staying in Chicago. And hopefully a better of a game. And here we are. So, playing in Chicago, a little bit of an overcast. I don't think weather should be an issue because there's no dynamic weather. I'm going to make sure I have that on my wish list. I think I do, but I can't guarantee that. However, with the way that's actually the first thing on my list. Okay, I see you, me, who. Obviously, the fans, they're happy we won. But probably, let's be honest. A lot of us guys are stats guys. And we're not going to be very happy with Nash's performance. We want our quarterback, our stars, to look the best in the league. And obviously, we did not play that part last week. Hughes, of course, he's been doing pretty well this season, can't lie. Hughes is a beast, man. He actually looks like a freaking legend right there. And, hey, it's a good chance to bounce back. It's against a decent team. I know, they're 1-3, but there's always a time to turn it around. Not to mention Russell Wilson, I believe I looked at his stat line. Kind of like an injured for a game or two type of stat line. So we'll see, if that's the case. Maybe they just come out swinging hard. Okay, King's going to boot this thing, and Humphries isn't even going to come close. Not even close. We actually had a 10-year sim recently where Humphries had like a 4-touchdown Super Bowl, I believe. Russell Wilson. 6 touchdowns, 1 pick, 947 yards. In my opinion, that looks like a guy that's been injured. I mean, actually, no, they had a bye week. That's 4 games. That's, they don't really throw the ball that crazily, so maybe he wasn't injured. The bye week is probably the culprit. I like the vibe of the field, the field, anyways. This stadium, it just feels good. It seems like a chill environment. There's a good chance to come back, and they have McCaffrey. Interesting. The Seattle Seahawks have Christian McCaffrey. Don't know how he fits their run all the time mold, but we'll see. Offensive line, I would assume have gotten better since real life they're really not looking super hot. I mean, they played well, pretty well last season, but the names aren't great, so we'll see how that, plays into the next year. 2nd and 8 looked like another run formation, and it will be a run. He gets the blocks. However, Darren Lee is there picking up the slack. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 now, I believe. Adrian Amos, Mack, all on the same side. I'm half tempted to bring Roquan in as well. And to the outside, he gets a quick find right where we were lacking. Lockett gets the first down. First throw, first completion is going to be first down. You just don't know. Tate, he's been doing pretty damn well considering, it's not easy on the inside. Here he goes. Tate forcing it outside. Somebody get up there. Manning. Jesus, Mac. Where's the awareness, man? Tate blowing through the middle, pushing Wilson out. Oh, to the outside. Kevin King drops the pick. A little bit of interference by Ball, though never going to be completely fair. Bring everyone up. They are obviously going to throw the ball here. All right, Mac, this is your time to really just show up. Inside, covering McCaffrey. Darren Lee in perfect coverage. Covering McCaffrey and Humphreys on the play. Darren Lee to the outside. Spins inside. And he has a lane. He kind of wobbles a little bit, though. Not the greatest footing in the world when trying to return with the ball. Doesn't have a lot of experience with it. But it is his 3rd pick of the season, and it's a huge one. It wasn't even the pick that was huge. It was the just the double coverage. You had to cover 2 guys there. It's amazing. You don't have the tight end on the left side, but I still think the left side is the best look, and it would have been if we covered the DT. I don't understand how we're not blocking. We have a new lineman. I know it's going to get a little bit of a while to get used to, but it should be an instant improvement. It really should be. I'm not saying he's Joe Thomas, but it's like if you added Joe Thomas to your offense, would you expect there to be some disconnect? No, he would just hammer people. And Shaheen gets eliminated so hard the ball almost came back to Nash. 3rd and 10 now. Looking for more than just the conversion, maybe even the touchdown here. Let's call him McCaffrey. Cohen could be the last second look. Crap. Run up the middle with Nash, who's going to get the first down. Obviously, we're not going to risk any sort of hit with Wagner. Not a chance. We may have had Kincaid, and then we also may have had Burton late. But, last week's game, it's lingering a little bit. I can't lie. A little worried about throwing anything at this point. And we had Burton, but offensive line, of course, under pressure. They allow someone in, Morgan Burnett. Shaheen and Wagner is a very good recovery guy. Gets his hand on it. So we really needed a few yards to even make it some sort of chance on 3rd down to convert. We could not get that. So it's going to come down to Cohen to try to make some sort of magical play if we even get the ball to him. These linebackers are very instinctive. And there's that linebacker. No, it's not even a linebacker, is it? I don't even know who the hell that is. So we come up with 3. We played a pretty damn safe drive. The struggles, I would say, were less on Nash and more, honestly, on the offensive line once again. Maybe should have ran the ball a little bit more. Maybe that's on us, play calling-wise. And there's some pressure for Mack, who gets the sack. Both teams, not really as much as our side, but, pressured a little bit. Very hard to compare any other team to ours when it comes to pressure because we just love to give up the lanes. And that's a bad play by us. Floyd, get up. Good job by everybody there. And there goes Manning, who's got a free rush. That might not even count as a sack. It will. Manning combined with Tate. Tate with a little bit of a robbery. Probably shouldn't have gotten credit. I glanced over and saw Tate, so I'm going to assume it was him. Let's just bring Amos all the way back. Easier to just bring him back. Oh, jeez, it's terrible. I don't know what's going on with the footing here. I know it is Soldier Field, one of the worst damn fields in the league. Like actual fields. Not talking about the stadium. Just talking about the actual quality of the field. I don't know if they fixed that. I just remember all the time watching, when the Bears are playing, the teams struggling with the footing, both sides, and the field getting torn up all the time. I don't know what it was. Like, it's just not very good. And there goes Kincaid, who's got a lot of room. I will give credit to whoever was covering him. Was it, who the hell is that, Demps? Was that Quentin Demps? He's not in the league anymore, is he? The old Chief? There's no way. That's some other guy. It's a very good throw. Surprisingly, Kincaid really didn't get too much separation there, but enough to get the play. And Howard, no! Where's Mike? Mike Evans! Copa made the greatest block in fullback history. I know it was technically his assignment to, get in front of us and block anyone, but he went to the 2nd level. I never see the tight end go, or the fullback go to the 2nd level. I mean, hell, you want to lump the tight end with it? Go for it, buddy. We've got some time. Wagner honestly probably hurt himself by getting aggressive there. Gave up the first down to Mike with Trent Brown out. This is a very undersized line. You know, the 2 tackles are big and huge, and that's it. Everyone else is pretty damn small. I don't know if that's playing a huge factor or not, but Seattle, who I would say in, you know, recent years past, on the smaller side themselves for the defensive line, they're kind of smothering us here, and they look huge. They do. It really, it doesn't look like a fair matchup. I know it's kind of conservative to just kind of go for the field goal, but we're just going to try to run up the middle. Actually, we're going to bounce it outside, and guess who? Wagner. Of course, on 3rd and 7. The score is very short, you know, slow. Short, low, okay. It's very low still. There goes Manning. Why does he throw that? But, you know, them losing the ball there is not a very good look because obviously we're bound to get a touchdown sooner or later. I mean, even last week where we played horrible, we still scored a touchdown or 2, I believe. And this week, obviously, we're looking 20 times better. It really just comes down to if Wagner can make a mistake. And look at Howard. That is an interesting move on the inside. He makes about as best as he can of it. Wagner once again clogging up the hole. Bobby Wagner has been very good for them so far. And I mean, there's not much I expected other than that. And inside, guess who? Wagner a part of that one as well. You're looking for someone open. Burton right out the gate is going to be close. That should be a first down, but you never know. Inside, and how is Nash? These are the reasons why we've been playing so conservatively today. Nash has just been off his game. Before last week, he had one really good game, and the rest was kind of shaky. So I don't know what's going on with him this season. He's feeling the pressure, and Cohen cannot hold on. Guess who? Really wish he would have sat on it. And there goes Burton. Get the throw off. Number 91 is so cocky as well. He had an easy chance at a pick, and he just threw that thing to the ground. He said, we don't want that. We want to earn our points on offense. Wow. And they're going to throw the ball, and there's Darren Lee from the 40. Darren Lee comes up with his second pick, and we didn't get bumped into. Darren Lee had a chance. It would have been one-on-one with Russell Wilson. Second pick of the day for Darren. And maybe not. We actually have a play where we avoid Bobby. Barely. Look at him. He's still in on the play. Doesn't help that when they do make a mistake, we don't capitalize. We ran this play before. Kincaid was wide. I don't know how I feel about it this time. We got the blocks again, and maybe not. Blaylock, who's done a very damn good job today as well. Looking for the conversion on 3rd and 11. And who is that? Is that Hughes? It is Hughes. One to beat, and of course, the safety's pretty damn smart, pretty damn good. Will not beat him. You know, lesser corner, I would say. Should have taken what we had. Maybe not. It was smart to wait. Hughes is going to get face masked. Really not sure how that's going to affect anything. That's going to be down to the 1 instead of the 2. To the 1 yard line. Be nice to, you know, boost the confidence with a touchdown. Hughes, I think, of all the people. We're going to run the ball. 2 open. I was going to say Hughes, of all people, would probably deserve it the most, but I was going to run the ball. Howard gets a nice, confident, boosting touchdown. That's his 8th run for like 20 yards and a touchdown. This could be the game if they don't convert this. Inside, what a find to Humphries. Like I said, I think that might have been game. With the way Russell's playing right now, his second completed pass, he's completed more passes to our team than his own. I think that would have been game, and that's a very clutch throw to try and climb back into this one, which is a very low-scoring game, but the tempo, the momentum, is clearly been all us. We've been locked down on defense. We've been almost flawless on offense, and Amos has a chance. Of course, he drops the ball. Wilson has been the worst quarterback matchup we've had the entire season so far. Pretty much bring everyone up to the line. We don't even have any worries about them throwing, honestly. I mean, they're throwing a lot. That's a decent throw, in fairness. Great recovery by Trevor to knock that thing out. It was a good throw, but no conversion. But, I mean, it's just what do you do with those kind of punts? There's nothing going right for the Seahawks today. There's nobody over in the middle. Wagner going to the outside. Wagner a part of that one again. We're going to roll out. We're going to get some blocks, hopefully. And how in the hell is Nash outrunning Trey there? Come on. Might look for a comeback route. Kincaid is that look. He's been one of the best players on the team for it this year. Very lucky by that guy. I don't know who that was, but he jumped very early and got very lucky that was not a missed tackle. He really just needed to prevent. Back of the end zone. Burton with the toe tapper. That's a beautiful play. We threw it up high just in case, you know, made it a little bit easier on Nash. And honestly, Burton, you know, he made a great catch, a little bit easier on him as well. We simmed out the half because there really wasn't much, you know, happening. Of course, they didn't score, but Russell threw another interception. I know they probably maybe just chucked it up, but you've got to be kidding me. And there, honestly, we might have to take Kincaid off of returns. He's too fast. He's just too fast. There's really no point. And we had to come to almost a halt. And even then, we outrun some of our blockers. It's wild. Gonna go with some play action. No, we're probably gonna start running the ball a little bit more this quarter, but that's kind of what they're expecting. Set it up with a nice throw, and we went for a high point, and that's where I wanted the ball. And there goes Cohen slipping away, doing about as best as he can. We took a little bit too far right, but we got 5. Quick throw inside. Hughes tries to cut it out left. It would have been nice, but 36, who's been burned a little bit this game, has done very good in tackling, at least, I suppose. Underneath throw, that was such a late look. Could be a face mask. They might pick this up, though. That looked very questionable. As expected, he didn't really get as much as they thought at first, and they're going to pick it up. And obviously, we're up 23-0, so we don't really need it anyways. Howard finally gets some blocks. Does not really run through the guy. I would have loved to see him beat him there, but he didn't. I think that was a missed opportunity. I think that should have been a score. That should have been the dagger. And Burton, I probably should have waited for him to stop, but kind of had to carry that with him. Got a little too happy. Nash definitely, not a whole lot of yards, can't lie, but very confident in this game, and I think he's done a very good job. And here under pressure, Nash is going to fall forward to barely get a sack. I know this line is probably so mad at Nash for that, but obviously on paper it doesn't really matter. Plus, in fairness, it was their fault. They're the ones that caused the pressure. And Kincaid stopped. I couldn't throw it. I could not throw it. Offensive line kind of gives it up as well. I don't know what the hell Kincaid's doing there. By far their best chance to score. 2 minutes left. It's starting to get a little darker. It must have been like a 3:15 game. 4:15, whatever damn time zone you're on. And to the outside, that's a 3rd and 13 play, just saying. Gains 2 yards, which could be enough for a field goal. I'm not really quite sure. Give me a field goal. I would love to block this thing. I want them to go home like feeling like they shouldn't even have woken up today. Not like that. Like, they shouldn't have gotten out of bed, I suppose. Probably poor wording, but you know what I mean. We're going to throw the ball again. I'm not going to sit here and wait, give them a chance to come back in this game. We're going to throw this thing. Running game has not been great. And now that's an amazing throw. Once again, it's Earl Thomas, the ball hawk. You got to put some air on it, and that's what he did. This time it was actually in play. Last time, I was just as happy with the result. Quick throw inside. Drops the ball. Really, Burton? Come on, man. Mike Evans with that look. Could be good. Inside, we're going to go to Hughes, who, normal games, he's the big man, big play guy, but this game is going to be short. It's fine. We'll say Shaquille has been almost locked down on Mike today. Yeah, whatever. Mike Evans is the man. He's been locked down, but even then, a perfectly placed ball sometimes is impossible to defend. He's played so well. What are their cornerbacks? They're, oh, what a spin. Cohen, finally. I know Wagner wasn't one-on-one necessarily, but finally we put one in on him. I was about to say the play of the line, honestly, the play of their defense, their whole defense. I mean, as a defense, how much faith can you have in your offense when there's 6 minutes left, it's 4th and 6, and they're that petty to go for a field goal just so they can make it look better, and thing barely hooks in. And obviously being on the lower part of the roster, oh, Howard's slipping away, but that's going to lose a lot more yards. But obviously being lower on the roster, he doesn't, his energy isn't as important as a guy like Kincaid. 3rd and 14, I'm not sure how far a read option is going to get us. Yeah, we'll keep it, whatever. Handoff on the inside, apparently pretty far. Cohen gets about 8, but obviously that will be a punt. Roquan been very quiet today, but obviously we're winning by quite a bit. It doesn't matter, and King trying to make up for that pick he dropped earlier. Couldn't get there in time. Baldwin holds on. Darren with his 2-pick performance should be pretty happy with himself today. Maybe he can make it a 3rd. Who knows? Knox in the inside. Absolutely locked down as usual. Knox has been utterly disappointing. And there goes Trevor with potentially his 2nd of the game. It is his 2nd of the game. Pick number 5 for Russell. And of course, Cody Parker, the beast he is, nails the final score of the game. A field goal, putting the score 35-6. Very easy win for us. And their defense, even though there was a lot of points scored, they played a pretty damn good game. It's just when your offense puts up, 100 total yards maybe? 200 total yards, excuse me. What are you supposed to do? They didn't play well at all. They really didn't. We were 7.0 yards per play, and we were terrible on the ground. And we probably ran it twice as much as they do. And they're a run-heavy team. We really aren't. You know, Russell Wilson with a 45% completion percentage, a passer rating of 21.8. You get like 4 times that, I believe, if you just complete one pass and then sit the rest of the game. Like, that's insane. Howard, of course, not really great. Cohen, he was a little bit better, but not great either. Hughes, a lot of underneath plays. He actually did get quite a bit of yards at the end. No touchdowns, though. Trey Burton, 27 yards, 1 touchdown. Mike Evans and Hughes, the big guys, combined for like 150 yards exactly, if I'm not mistaken, actually. Sack totals, Frank Clark had 2. Mack had 1. Manning and Tate tied, even though it was really all Manning's. You know, pretty good day for the defense, I say. Completely locked them down. Cody Parkey with a bunch of field goals. A lot of people got involved today. Copa, you know, he didn't receive the ball, but he had a lot of solid blocks. Probably the best blocking game he's had. It's just no one else wanted to help him. Trent Brown, who's not even playing, has an upgrade. What the hell is this? We'll upgrade Diamond Tate. We are going to keep going with Power Rusher because I think that's the most important thing for a guy trying to develop himself. 1 Excel, 1 Strength. No Power Rush, though. You know, no Power Move, but the Strength is much appreciated. Same with the Acceleration. Kincaid, our guy, is going to be getting another Deep Threat. Screw it. 5 upgrades. He gets an Agility and a Jumping. His Agility is now 95. We could have used an Excel. He's amazingly fast already. But if his Excel got to like 97, 98, he'd be insane. Not a super great block there for Trent. Of course, we won, and it was a pretty convincing win. We had a great offensive game. Wish the run game would have ended a little bit better, but still, it's fine. 6-0 versus the 3-3 Eagles, and of course, everyone else in the division doing very, very well. Trevor Williams with Player of the Week. Aaron Jones for the Packers Player of the Week. Who's the one playing poorly? The Lions, but even they, 3-3, it's not the worst. It's just outshined in this division. Normally we wait, but Scrambler, no upgrade. Please be a speed. I don't even know. Short mid. Damn it, give us a speed, Nash. Come on. Give us another speed. We want to see 91 speed, my dude. We'd nice to see 90 throwing as well. You know, he only has, at what, most 7 or 8 upgrades. But yeah, that was the game. Glad we got a bounce-back win. A big one, too. It was important. Eagles not an easy opponent, even though they're 3-3. So we'll see how that goes. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you are new, maybe subscribe if you enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and hopefully you did. And maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. But anyways, hopefully come back for next video. But until next video, see